Hey y'all, it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today this is going to be an all computer tutorial because I'm going to show you how to find a coloring page and turn it into a multicolored SVG. Now remember, when you are looking for coloring pages, if you're using a character such as Disney, Nickelodeon, anything along those lines, they are copyrighted. So you cannot use these unless it is for personal use only. So if you want to make something for your daughter or your son or yourself, that's fine. But if you want to make it to sell it, that is not okay. I just wanted to get that out there. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is go to Google. And I'm going to type in Stitch coloring page, like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. So now I'm going to go up here to Images. There we go. And now we can see a lot of different ones. So now I want to go to Settings. Or is it? Okay, sorry, Tools. And we're going to go to Size, Large, Color, Black and White. Now, if you are looking for a specific kind of rights, you can look for labeled for reuse, labeled for use with modification, labeled for non-commercial use. So you see there are different types of licenses that you can search for using Google. Now for this, because it's for personal use, we're not going to search for one that requires any type of license. And choose clip art. Okay. So whenever I'm looking for an image like this, I just want something that is pretty simple, black and white, easy to trace out. So we'll choose this Stitch coloring page. Now I'm going to right click on it, save picture as, and we'll say Stitch. Okay. Now we're going to go down here to CorelDraw. And we're going to go to File, Import. We're going to go over here to Quick Access and select our Stitch file and click Import. So there is our coloring page. Now what we want to do is we want to go to Trace Bitmap, Outline Trace, Detailed Logo. So that should show us, we want to make sure all of our lines are there. So that looks pretty good to me. Might be missing a little bit of detail around his toes. So if I keep clicking this little detail slider over, it'll add some more detail. So if you look right now, we're missing a little bit of detail around Stitch's face and around his toes. So there we've got his facial detail added. And do just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so now there is Stitch. So the first thing I want to go ahead and do is I want to ungroup all objects because I want to delete that background that's around him. And now we're going to choose a nice bright blue because the center of Stitch is bright blue. So it's pretty easy to just fill in the places that need to be filled. Need a little bit of pink for the center of his ears. There we go. And that using a coloring page is actually one of the easiest ways to get a good crisp design when you're doing this type of thing. I want to zoom in a little bit so I can see Stitch's nails, because we are going to be coloring his fingernails and his toenails with that navy blue. And the fun thing about this is you can make it just the outline of Stitch, or you could easily make him multicolor. And you can change the color. So if you wanted to make him pink, you could easily make him pink. And we're going to zoom in right on that little bitty toenail right there, because that one is hard to see. And it's easiest if you do this in the beginning. Okay. We definitely want to see where it has a little bit of color that's not right. So what I want to do there is I want to select that and the rest of the black outline and weld it together. And then on these two little blue pieces, I want to select both of those and weld it. So now you can see it's one piece. Okay? So far that's what Stitch looks like. He looks like Stitch. Now we need a dustier blue for his body. We are going to have to zoom in some to make sure we get all the little pieces. That right there is not part of Stitch's face, so we're going to go ahead and delete that. We don't need extra cuts. And finish filling in Stitch. And this same process can be done with any coloring page. Okay, so there is what Stitch looks like now. So, if I wanted to make him into an SVG to be able to cut on my Cricut or Silhouette, Brother Scan and Cut, or pretty much any cutting machine, I'm going to want to export him. And we're going to choose Stitch. So now he is an SVG. Now, if I want to print him for like sublimation printing, let's go ahead and shrink him down a little bit to 8 inches. And then our background page, we'll just go ahead and choose regular letter. And we want to make sure he is in the page. So because he's sublimation, unless you're wanting to put him on a dark shirt, you don't have to cut around him. You just print him as is on your sublimation printer. So you would just go to File, Print, and for me, I would choose my Sawgrass Print Manager. So let's go ahead and look at what we started with again, so you can see how easy that was. Oh, wrong one. I brought in the one we just finished. Huh? Go back to Quick Access. There we go. But yeah, that's pretty much as easy as it can get to create your own SVGs from a coloring book page. Now remember, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is typically Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But during all this mess that's going on, I'm posting almost every day. So I guess that's it. We shall see you tomorrow on the 4th, April the 4th, for our regular scrap box drawing. Now, if you're not sure how to enter in on that, go ahead and go to the March 2020 scrap box drawing, comment, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and that's how you enter. And we will be doing a random drawing tomorrow, and we will let you know who won. But I guess that's it, so we'll see y'all later. Bye.